Well, I didn't think I'd still be using PTCGO when Fusion Strike launched, but here we are using Old Faithful because of the Pokemon TCG Live delay until 2022. The number 2 deck on my list of best new Fusion Strike decks, Gengar VMAX, it can deal 330 damage if you have 4 Single Strike Energy attached, meaning it one-shots nearly every VMAX in the game at that point. And since you keep the energy attached after attacking, unlike Single Strike Urshifu, maybe that makes it better, maybe it doesn't, who knows. It also has Fear and Panic, which can absolutely wreck Mew and Shadow Rider. But I have no idea if this is actually going to be good. I'm writing the intro before actually playing any games, but I'm hopeful Gengar can beat all those people who think Mew VMAX is a safe play on day one. I've never been great with Single Strike decks. Single Strike decks have never really worked out for me. I'm definitely more of a... Oh, this is interesting. This is actually perfect. I'm more of a Rapid Strike fan myself. But hello, Melt Z. Yes, I'm playing Gengar. We're going to see if it's any good. There's Pumpkin Span. We played Pumpkin Span a while back. This is a great starting hand. So unfortunately, I do have to... Capture Energy that guy. Let's put the Gengar down. I mean, they're probably going to Marnie me, so I think an Air Balloon does make sense. Putting the Air Balloon on the Umbreon. And then pass. I think we got this. You know, Umbreon's weak to grass. They can do a little bit of damage, but I think the Gengar's going to be fine. And Jokicon, hello. And Eevee just going crazy today. Thank you for the resub, Eevee. Thank you for another gifted sub. You're never gonna give up that spot, are you? You're never gonna give up that spot. So Astana Kitty, enjoy your subscription. Nobody's actually entered the giveaway yet. Did I leave the... Oh, I have the thingy. I set up the command. There you go. See, I set up the giveaway command. See, I know what I'm doing. Oh, here we go. So can I just win this turn? Do I have enough? Because they'll do 160. I can actually win this turn. Okay. I can win this turn if I want to. But I think that would be a terrible idea. So let's check the deck just to make sure. So I have all my Houndooms. I have 2 VMAXs. I have the Crobat, so I think I'm good. So I think at this point, I just do that. Go get a preemptive Crobat. I think it makes more sense to get the Gengar VMAX, and let's get the alternate art one. So I think the Gengar VMAX makes more sense. Just for the long game here, just in case I don't get it. And then... Sure, I'll Tower of Darkness first, in case I get a Single Strike Energy, which I did. Alright, so now I don't want to see Single Strike Energy, I just want to see Houndoom. I think this is great. Okay, so Single Strike Roar. I mean, there's no way I whiff this if I research, right? I just need a Houndoom, and I don't need Single Strike Energy. Well, I just need a Houndoom. Give me a Houndoom, and please tell me there's an energy left in my deck. There is. That's GG. First win with the deck. If every game was like this, I would be the best Gengar player on PTCGO. So we're going to see our first G-Max swallow up. And yeah, that's just a victory. Just a quick win against Pumpkin Spam. It's that easy, guys. It's that easy. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, so I've won all the games that I've gone first in. So hopefully I just keep winning all the coin flips. And I'm finally starting a Gengar V, and that's about it. Okay, so we got Capture Energy. Actually not a good card, but you know, that's how it is. So we're facing off against Zacian Zamazenta. I don't have... an answer to Zacian Zamazenta if they get a Zamazenta out. So it's just going to have to be... like I could build up an Umbreon V or something. Like I'm going to have to do some really weird things to win this game. Okay, so they didn't start Zamazenta, so that's good. I'll put the Houndour down. I think the problem with Zamazenta is that it bumps energy. So if I ditch an Urn of Vitality, that's bad. But I think the card I can most get rid of... No, let's get rid of the Umbreon. Let's get rid of the Umbreon. Boom, exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we're ditching a lot of Capture Energy, not the smartest thing in the world. So I'll go get Crobat. Preemptive Crobat. I will attach the Hiding Energy. Quick Ball the Capture Energy. Go. Are you kidding me? I prized... Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I prized 2 Gengar V, because of course I did. So let's draw 2 cards and hope for something. That is the opposite of something, and we pass. But yeah, Fusion Strike, aside from the few new decks, oh yeah, like you said, a lot of the Vs are bulk. Just not playable. There's just too much going on in the set. And Epic, I feel like I should make that like a channel point reward where you have to spend channel points to ask me. So how many channel points should I make that reward? You know, you can ask me once per stream, am I a real pilot? So let me know, how many channel points should that question cost? And there's only 4 entries for the giveaway. Make sure you type gold so you're entered. And if you type exclamation point giveaway, you'll find out the answer to your question. Hopefully the command is working. It worked earlier in the stream, hopefully it's still working. And if I get a ton of entries, I probably, if I get a ton of entries, then I will increase the amount of giveaways. I kind of figured that I wouldn't get a ton of viewers today just because literally everyone is streaming. All right, so I think... Okay, this is interesting. I'll ditch the Tower of Darkness. That Zacian is kind of worrying, but I should be okay. All right, so there's Houndoom. I definitely don't want to research. I think Marnie's also not a great card for me right now, but it's what I'm going with. And Shuichi, Mrs. Teddy's, Mr. Teddy's, hello. Yeah, we're seeing if Gengar is good. We're seeing if Gengar is good. All right, so I can knock out the Oranguru, but that doesn't seem like a great option here. Okay, but I'm pretty sure they play Switch, right? I'm pretty sure they play Switch. So if I use Mean Look with Umbreon, that seems like a terrible idea. So I can Tower of Darkness next turn. I can put them to sleep. That doesn't seem great either. There's really no good option here. I think I just... You know what? I'm going to Sinnoh Strike Roar to the Umbreon. I'm going to Mean Look them. Going to attach that there, and yeah, Mean Look. Okay, let's see if that works. And Epic, no, I'm not a pilot in real life, but let's set up that command if I can figure it out. Johnny is my best friend. Thank you for the recommendation. The command should now work, hopefully. You know my luck with commands and everything. All right, so they did have the Switch. I have made a critical error, but they have also made a critical error by not putting a Zamazenta down. So at this point, I am free to evolve my Gengar as much as I want, and that is awesome. The only thing that could go wrong is if I don't get a supporter. Okay, so Karen Conviction, I can do 40 extra damage. So I can do a Pain Explosion. But I think I just attach the energy there, bench the Umbreon. Okay, so I need to do 270. I am currently doing 230. So I do 270. If I get rid of another Tower of Darkness, that doesn't seem great. And if I knock out the Zacian, they're just going to hit me with the other one. But I think that is really my only game plan here. So let's Tower of Darkness the Urn. Probably should have done that in a different order, but what are you going to do? There's the Gengar. There you go. All right, so we have Gengar VMAX. I have the Hiding Energy and the Switch. We're all good. We are all good. I should definitely have used the Tower of Darkness before I did all that. But you know that's how it works. That's how it works sometimes. And Shuichi, I have not opened any Fusion Strike packs. I think I have one left over from all the crazy trading I had to do to get these Gengar. And Epic, yeah, if you're not seeing the cards, you will have to like restart the game. Hopefully that fixes it. But that was the first time we've seen Gengar use Gmax Swallow Up. So it can't attack during the next turn. It's not a case of you can't use Gmax Swallow Up, you just can't attack, so you do have to switch. That's why Hiding Energy is so good. That's why Switch is so good. But the fact that they didn't just come up with Zacian is interesting to me. I guess they just had like the escape rope and stuff. So they'll be taking a knockout. I think, Crobat makes the most sense to let them knock out. I mean, this has to be a win. As long as I can evolve into my Umbreon VMAX, it's a win. But if they've also used too many Metal Saucer, they've only used one. Okay, so some things. They did break the... Oh, jeez. If I can just evolve that Umbreon V into an Umbreon VMAX, I think I win because they don't have an easy way to take two prizes. And that could do it. So they have two prizes to take. Obviously, the Umbreon V is their best target. All right, so I have Tower of Darkness, I have Hiding Energy, that's perfect. So let's Urn of Vitality, that energy back in. I will Air Balloon the Houndoom, and let's research. So I don't need a whole lot, just need an just need an Umbreon VMAX. I can thin the deck a little bit more. There is a switch, that's perfect. I think I just have to sell out. I have to sell out here and just try everything I can to get an Umbreon VMAX. And I can't bench the Crobat. That's the problem. I can't bench the Crobat. I will ditch the Houndour. So I do have a tower. Come on, give me an Umbreon VMAX. Okay, that is unfortunate. So if they have the craziest hand, they just need two Metal Saucers, an attachment, and a bosses, and they have a pretty good hand. So yeah, we're just gonna see what happens here. It's all up to them. They need energy attachment and two saucer and a bosses to win and just knock out that Umbreon, or they can have, three saucer and a bosses. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. So they just need two saucers and a bosses now. Well, they can't win. It's unless they're playing an updated version with Cross Switcher. Cross Switcher is the new item card if you play two. It's a bosses effect. So, I mean, they could be playing an updated list, but I'm pretty sure this is just the old list that does not have any new Fusion Strike cards. But if they're playing Cross Switcher, that's bad news. All right, so that's Intrepid Sword. I just need to... Okay, so I can attach. I can retreat off the energy. I can bring... Okay, so this is fine, because I will have 1, 2, 3... Oh no, the Hiding Energy, that messes me up, actually. Alright, so I don't have Single Strike Roar. Alright, so I will do that. I'll bring up the Zacian, and then I'll hope for a switch. Actually, I'll bring up the... somebody that can't attack. Now let's just let's bring up the Zacian. Let's bring up the Zacian. Okay, so Tower of Darkness first. That doesn't matter. Let's research. So all I need is a switch. There we go. See? Busted switch. Busted switch. Game over. Gengar, busted deck. I don't think they were playing the cross-switcher build. I don't really know if cross-switcher makes sense in this deck, but no. They were just playing the tried and true, so that's another win for Gengar. Alright, we got Gengar. Finally. Doesn't happen often. And Cup of Joe, hello. I have not seen, I don't think, any Fusion Strike cards yet, right? Oh, this is Dragapult? Boom. Boom, boom. So I got perfect start. Dragapult doesn't stand a chance against Gengar. That is GG already. I guarantee you that. Just Gengar all day. Gengar all day. So I'll attach the Single Strike Energy, put the Tower of Darkness down. I don't care about Path to the Peak really at all at this point. So I think I'll Quick Ball the Capture Energy, go get Crobat because they will use Path to the Peak, and I don't want to really ruin my chances of winning the game just because I'm being stubborn. So let's put the Crobat down, draw some cards. Maybe I can get a Houndour or an Umbreon. That also works. And there we go. And hello, Enerjan and Weeping Souls. Hello to everyone new. Just type gold and you're entered in the giveaway. And with so many Inteleon engines running around, Decidueye doesn't do very good against those decks. Yeah, that's true. And there goes all my Marnie. All my Marnie are on the bottom of my deck. Yeah, so Decidueye definitely struggles against Inteleon because, you know, it can wreck it. Okay. This is great. If they don't put it as Dragapult down, oh man, they have lost this game before it's even started. Tremble before me, for you have lost this game. I don't even think I need to do anything. Dragapult is, when you're playing this deck, Dragapult is no issue anymore. You will never have to worry about Dragapult ever again if you're playing this deck. Alright, and I'll just double check to make sure the giveaways are working properly. There we go, there they are. Alright, so yeah, the giveaways are working. We got 16 entries. Again, I completely expected the amount of entries to be lower than usual just because everyone is everywhere right now. I'm sure when we all get back to normal, we'll get more entries, but I just wanted something flashy in the title today. And yeah, the Gengar art is great. They did the annoying thing where the Hoopa V regular art isn't in the set. They did it with Dragonite V in the previous set. They did it with Hoopa now, so you can't get Hoopa. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I am overjoyed at what is happening right now. Actually, I probably shouldn't have done that. I don't actually need to do that. Yeah, don't even need to do that. Dragapult, eat your heart out. Eat your heart out, Dragapult. You do not stand a chance in a Gengar meta. What's that, Dragapult? You used to be really good, but you have a darkness weakness, and now there's a really good darkness card along with Umbreon? That's what I thought. Get out of here, Dragapult. Alright, so not the worst start in the world. I can mean look whoever they put in the active, and we'll be good to go. Oh. I believe you're playing Shadow Rider. You are definitely playing Shadow Rider. So you're not playing you're playing the Shadow Mist one. That's annoying. I can't play Stadiums or Special Energy, but I'm going second. So that actually helps me quite a bit. So I think what I do is I don't do anything really. I know that sounds odd, but I think I just burn the hand down, use research, because that's the safest thing. You know, I go get a Houndour, I attach the Hiding Energy, I put the Air Balloon on the Houndour, and I just go from there. Because if I Crobat and I get like all of my urns or something, then that would be absolutely horrible. I'm going to mean look them. That probably won't do anything because they'll just evolve. Oh, double amazingness. All right, so that just reinforces what I was going to do anyway. Let's go get all the Houndour in the world. They changed the weakness. So the weaknesses used to be if you were a Dark type, you were weak to fighting, and then with Sword and Shield, they changed around the weaknesses for a lot of Pokemon because they eliminated Fairy types and they just changed some other things around. So Dark types can be weak to whatever these days. And that was a terrible research. Thank you. Okay, so I think I just put the single strike thing in there. Let's go get some dudes out of the deck. Because, I mean, if they do Marnie me at this point, it's not the worst thing in the world. I just don't want to have all my Houndoom on the bottom of my deck. So let's get the Gengar. Tower of Darkness. Wow, that was even worse than I expected. Amazing. Okay, so it's almost impossible for them to knock out my Umbreon. But that was kind of embarrassing. That was kind of embarrassing. You know, you research and then you thin the deck and then you Tower of Darkness and you got nothing. But yeah, Johnny's my best friend. They just changed a whole bunch of things around, you know. Why can't you play a supporter on turn 1 when there's no really advantageous supporters besides Marnie? You know, they wanted to stop people from putting the other player out of the game. So they just said, we're getting rid of the turn 1 supporter rule. And to my response, I said, well, why didn't you print any supporters that say you can play this on turn 1? And then like a year later, they printed, what was it, Beauty? You can play Beauty on turn 1 and you can draw 2 cards. That's horrible. So it was just a bad decision all around. All right, so I will knock out the fresh Shadow Rider for sure. I got all my evolution. This is perfect. There's a Tower of Darkness. All right, so I think that might just be GG already. So we will, actually no, I don't need to evolve. I can just go for bosses. So I think that's what I do because the Umbreon will have 160 left. The maximum they can do is 40, 70. Totally, don't even need to do the math, right? Just trust me on that one. Just trust me that I know what I'm doing. All right, then I bosses, the one with 3 energy on it. Moonlight Blade, don't even need the VMAX. Trust me, I got this. 400 damage. I didn't even pay attention to the fact that I might not have enough there. I just know it's all on the brain. My brain is a steel trap. All the math knowledge in the world is in my brain. Don't even need to look at the screen. All right, so even with the attachment, so it's 4, they can do 130 damage, but I can knock out a VMAX. They can't attack with their Zacian V. They can't take a knockout with anybody. Galarian Articuno can't do it. Cresselia can't do it. Zacian V can't do it. Shadow Rider VMAX can't do it. They couldn't do it with any of the Shadow Rider Vs. So Shuichi, unfortunately, that is a victory for Gengar. And this is what I highlighted in my video. You know, Shadow Rider is not in a good spot right now with the arrival of Gengar. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Gengar isn't that good. Gengar is good in a world that plays a lot of Dragapult and Shadow Rider. Case in point. And Mew VMAX. You know, you could say, well, why don't you just play the Single Strike Urshifu and play that with Umbreon, because Umbreon hits for weakness, and to that I say, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Why don't you? But, I mean, Gengar is just good. You know, maybe you don't play Umbreon. Maybe you just play Gengar and Single Strike Urshifu. Maybe that's an option. But, you know, new set, new cards, got to test it out. Shadow Rider is weak to dark. Dragapult is weak to dark. Mew VMAX is weak to dark. These are all top decks. So just go for it. Play your Gengar. See what happens. And no worries, Johnny, no worries. I was just ranting a little bit. I can get that way sometimes. But yeah, before the Sword and Shield set of cards, you could play a supporter on turn 1. Oh, that doesn't seem good. Okay, so we got that. Let's Tower of Darkness away the Urn. That's fine. But yeah, before Sword and Shield, you could play a supporter turn 1. Some issues arose with that because, hey, the new Quick Ball. But some issues arose because you could play something like Judge. Judge is a shuffle draw to 4. So you could limit your opponent to 4 cards starting the game, as opposed to, you know, the, what is it, 6 or 7? The normal number. But it was deemed unfair, so they said, well, we're not going to let people have 0 chance to play the game before they've even had a chance to play the game. So they eliminated that supporter. And I don't know if they necessarily made the game better. Oh, this is a great game for Gengar VMAX. They have no idea. They have no idea, but I also have a terrible hand. Alright, so there's Umbreon. I think I bosses... Oh, geez. I think I bosses the Crobat and Mean Look It. Because if I Mean Look and Eternatus, that's bad. If I Mean Look the Galarian Wheezing, that's even worser. So I think I just go for Umbreon Mean Look. And this way I can 3-shot it and go from there. So what are the downsides for going first before Sword and Shield? The only downside is that you couldn't attack. That was the only downside. So, I mean, it does kind of, I will admit that it did make sense to remove the turn 1 supporter rule. What didn't make sense is that they didn't replace it with supporters you could play on turn 1. That's always been my issue. You should have been able to play certain supporters on turn 1 that don't impact your opponent. Like, if you could play Hop turn 1, I'm sure some people would be playing Hop. Unfortunately, that did not happen. So it's annoying. And this is exactly why I went to get the Crobat, because they just had Eternatus. If they evolved into Eternatus, that would have broken the Mean Look lock. And yeah, Shuichi, the draw power of Mew is insane. They play Peony, so Path to the Peak isn't as powerful as you might want it to be. Mew sets up extremely quickly. The good news with the Umbreon deck is you just knock it out, right? It's just insane. All right, so I think because I don't have anything, because if I go for a Moonlight Blade, I would take 2 prizes, but I have to assume they're not playing Switch, so it makes more sense for me to just Mean Look again, buy myself an extra turn. Because how much damage am I doing right now? I'm doing 60, 120, 180, 240. So if they put down 2 more V, we're all good. You know, knocking out this Crobat isn't great for Gengar VMAX's Fear and Panic. But they will have to fill up their bench if they want to do anything meaningful with Eternatus anyway. So we're all good there. And that is what they are doing. So if I get the absolute busted top deck card of all bustedness, because right now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 360 damage. So Eternatus against Gengar, horrible matchup. I mean, Eternatus against Single Strike Urshifu Umbreon is also a horrible matchup, but you know what I mean. Alright, so Hiding Energy goes on the Umbreon. Let's Single Strike Roar to this Umbreon as well. Mean Look again. Alright, now it is up to the prizes in the top deck. There we go. There's a supporter. And, I mean, Shuichi, yeah, it's 99.9% brick proof. It's insane. Just Genesect is way too powerful. And it's not like they're going to ban it or... Oh, now you Marnie me. They're not going to ban it or change the wording on the card. It is just... It's insanity how good Genesect V is. That's why I put it on number 3 on my list, because you can just draw up to 6 4 times a turn if you have a full slate of Pokemon. And Genesect V does 210. 210 is really good. I mean, you can't play it with the Ludicolo because Genesect V doesn't really play well with others. But if we get some good Fusion Strike Pokemon in the future, who even knows what could happen? Okay, so we have the Gengar. I have Karen's Conviction, which I don't think is useful right now. And I'll bet you that T-Mez doesn't know what my Gengar VMAX is going to do. Okay, this did not work out well for me. So I think I don't... Oh, I need to get some things happening here. This is not good. Alright, so that will... Yeah, I can't use the thing. I don't want to use Urn of Vitality. Oh. Hello, I forgot about you. Let's knock out their... I turned his V. Let's do that. Completely forgot that Umbreon VMAX is a thing. Alright, so let's bring up the... Can't knock that out, so it has to be a Crobat. It has to be a Crobat that I knock out, but that's also fine. They will not be able to take a knockout on the Umbreon, so my single straight scroll of corn is going to be perfect here. I think even with horrible draws this game, I think I'll be fine. Oh, the wheezing is very bad. But I mean, even with the wheezing, I'm going to take an extra prize. Yeah, they can use severe poison all they want. That does not worry me nearly as much as they might think. There's a Marnie, so I think it's time to earn a Vitality, put the 2 energy in there. I will go get another Umbreon, I think. So yeah, let's go get another Umbreon. Because I don't need another Houndoom or anything. So the single strike scroll of Scorn will go... There's no reason for it to go there. So I think there is good. I will Marnie. Oh, hey, I can use Shopping Center. Okay, so I can do some things next turn. This turn, I cannot. I don't want the scrolls to run in my hand, so I'll just use Max Darkness, take a knockout. Down to 1 prize. Yeah, I mean, basically everything you can say about Gengar VMAX, it's like single strike Urshifu VMAX is pretty much better in most ways. Well, that's not very fun. But, I mean, Gengar VMAX is new and shiny. Why wouldn't you play a new and shiny card? And yeah, lose. The Genesect ability is absolutely broken. You do have to have all Fusion Strike Pokemon in play, so you draw up to the amount of Fusion Strike Pokemon you have in play. And it does get shut off by Path to the Peak, but there's just so many ways around it, it's nuts. You know, if you thought Shatterite or Calyrex VMAX was good, we got Genesect now. Genesect is so much better. Alright, so I am doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'm only doing... You know what? I got this. I got this. All I need is 1 single strike energy and we're good. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I also have Karen's Conviction. We're all good. You're going to see some crazy plays this turn. Alright, as long as I don't screw this up, you're going to see... Trust me, I got this. You're going to see some crazy plays this turn. Okay, Crobat, please get me what I need. I could put the Capture Energy into play, but I don't want to be too greedy. I would like to use Karen's Conviction, though. That would be very fun. Unfortunately, I can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't use Karen's Conviction. I have to go get my Gengar, and then I have to use Research. Alright, so I just need a Duderson. I just need a Single Strike Energy or a Houndoom and I win. It would have been so much more fun to use Karen's Conviction, but I mean, Fear and Panic is doing 300. There's a Houndoom. What did I say? Trust me. Trust me. There was never a question that I did not got this. I always did got this. So there's 340 for 2 energy. Eternatus, you're done. Dragapult, you're done. Shadow Rider, you're done. Mew VMAX, you're done. Gengar is so good. There's the new tiny Twitch Ball with the Cramomatic in the background. The legality did not reset, so it's still a D mark legality on there. So Twitch Ball will still rotate in September, but it's just a fun new art. And they did play Shauna. Okay, so they played the new Shauna as well. It's just basically a Marnie, except it doesn't affect your opponent. Yeah, so Eternatus. Get out of here, Eternatus.